What's good, guys? It's your boy CS. Today we're going to just dive into the charts and see if we can get any entries or look for any entries before we set off some huge leverage longs. Okay, so we're going to go dive into the BTC chart. And as I always say to you, let's just zoom the heck out, right? So if we're on the monthly, we can see, and if I just actually hide all my drawings just for now so we can see from a naked chart, the last all-time high, which was in October and November 2021, we have now retested that on 2 monthly candles, or you could say even 3 monthly candles, which is from May, June, and July, which is, I believe, going to close by today. So this, I very much think we won't go past 61k. Anything is possible in crypto. There could be a black swan event that could result in that, but I really don't think that we're going to close below here. So monthly wise, we're looking good. Weekly wise, everyone keeps talking about, resistance levels, and which one is the correct one. Well, I think this descending channel, or if you want to call it a flag or a falling wedge, whatever you want to call it, right? This one on the weekly is the most significant one, because we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then last week 6, and then this week 7 touches on this diagonal resistance, right? And this is the bit where we need to clip over and then come back down, retest, and then we're off. And I keep saying that this is the one that I'm looking at to get the confirmation that Bitcoin's going to send. And so what we're doing here is just having a bit of an accumulation. I don't think we're going to come right down here. I really don't think that anything's possible in crypto, but I don't think that is on the cards right now. I think we're just too far within this cycle for us to even get there. And even some of you who use different indicators or patterns, this Elliott wave pattern, which usually is consumed by 3 impulse moves up and then 2 retraces, and then there's an ABC retrace after it. So if we just follow it, impulse move up, retrace, impulse, impulse, and then retrace, and then up, retrace, and then we start the next pattern. So it's impulse move up, retrace, impulse move up, retrace, impulse move up, retrace, and then we've got this ABC formation. Can you see it? A, B, C, and then now we're going to do our first impulse move up. So this will have to break the all-time high, and as you can see here as well, there's like a double bottom here. So we've got this pattern around the neckline where this will push BTC up to like 90k imminently once it starts moving. So very much so we are still within this range of being in accumulation. I don't think we've moved out one bit. And then if we look on the daily, as you can see, this is the bit where we're having trouble trying to get past. Now I think this is an accumulation zone because yesterday we bounced off the 20 EMA. And as I said to you, when I got rid of my shorts, rid of my shorts here because there's a cluster of the ribbons. And here there's still technically a cluster. We could go down to 63 again, potentially, or even lower. But with all this support here, and when we're in a trend, remember, the trend is always your friend until the end. We've not actually gone out of the trend. We're not actually out of the trend. Look, we've been in this trend for a very, very long while. The 22nd of Jan, we basically been going up and up and up. If I change it on the weekly, it will look way better. But yeah, that see my thesis here. And we could even touch the weekly, which is at the 62.7. Potentially, there's a potential for that and a massive support zone for people to buy there. But from where we're at, I think this is just an accumulation zone. There's not a lot to worry about. I'm DCAing in a lot of my leverage longs, as you've been seeing on Twitter and Telegram. So I'm not really too worried here. The diversion is already kind of played out here. So for me, I'm looking for like a little scoop up, a little wave up now with the 4-hourly, and we might come and test the yellow again and get a bit of a bounce back, and then we full send. Yeah, really from my angle, where we're pretty much on track. Everything's looking good. I've even drawn this, if you remember. I've not even extended it for a while. But remember, I drew that and we got in there. And now I need to actually extend this here. So actually it matches the bottom of this channel, if you can see. See how it's all wicking off this channel? And then we wicked here off this channel. Personally, I think this is a channel and we're just going to keep going up from here. So yeah, I think this is a lot of positive momentum. There's so many different patterns, but even this one I didn't even see until now. We can remove that now. Let me just remove that. Yeah, so even this little maroon pattern is very bullish for me. I'm going to do altcoins in a separate video, but I just wanted to have a look at the market cap on the USD, right, on the tether dominance chart. So as you remember, we went up here and then we got a massive rejection, which is bullish. And we came all the way down here. And we've had this local support line here, this local trend line. So this is acting as support on the tether, but really resistance on Bitcoin. And so what we ideally want is to break through here. So we might have to go back up here, maybe next week or this week, and then flip it. Because remember, horizontal support is here as well. And then once we've done that, then we need to have all eyes on this massive yellow. You see this massive yellow one? This has been a massive support zone historically since the tether chart came out in like 2017. So this one is the bigger one that I'm concerned with. This one is the more local one. Once we get to this level, I think we're going to have a bit of a rejection or support here. Remember, this is inverse to the Bitcoin chart. So I think we might actually get a rejection off this level. And then I want to see where we go from here, because historically we've never broken it. But I feel like in order for us to have alt season, we're going to have to break that and come down. Remember, once we're past this purple box, I want you, not financial advice, but I will be taking profits along the way from here, DCAing out. And so that's where we are on the USDT chart. I just have a look at the daily as well. Look, we've had that rejection, which I always said was going to be a heavy rejection at the 5% level. Could come back to test it, but now we're kind of in no man's land. We want to see how strong the bulls are here, really. Okay, and then if we move over to the S&P, remember that Bitcoin and the S&P are very, very much correlated. The S&P has been getting a bit of a slap the past 2 weeks and possibly a third week in a row now. And as you can see, when it hits all-time highs, it comes back down and retraces a bit and then moves on to its next leg. Obviously, this was in the bear market, but since we've been in the bull market, and well, technically the end of the bear market around here, we've just been going up and up and up, and they've been printing higher highs and higher lows, and I suspect that Bitcoin will follow. Remember, Bitcoin does lag behind the S&P quite a bit, so once the S&P starts moving, Bitcoin will accelerate this time around. So S&P looking good on there. Same with the Dixie, same with the DXY. Still waiting for it to make its move, but Bitcoin, you know, correlates with all these other charts. Okay, and then on the weekly, on the total market cap, so this includes Bitcoin and Ethereum, we are actually bouncing off this trend line that I drew, which was a local one from this year. So it's a really parabolic trend line where we dropped out of it and then came back in, and we're still in. And look, if we move from here, we're going to be moving exponentially quick, because look where this trend line actually takes us to 2025. This could act as a major support line throughout this whole bull market, and it'll take us into July of next year. So literally 12 months on, we could still be using this as a massive trend line, and this could take us to the upper echelon of the resistance zone. So as you can see, I've had this chart for a while. This is a fantastic chart, and this is where I'd want to be looking at taking profits anywhere after this region, or if we hit into this. You know, Bitcoin could well go beyond this and go up to 7-8 trillion market cap with all cryptocurrencies accumulated for. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how big the blow off top's going to be, but this is a conservative estimate. And same with the total free. See where I'm going with this? 2 resistance lines, and it all matches within this purple box. So once we get more clarity, and once we've pushed forward within the markets a bit further down the line, we can then revisit where we are and where we want to exit. Because remember, there has to be an exit strategy. Don't sell all your stuff so early. There's a lot of you guys are like, yeah, where should I take profits? Where should I take profits? Like, why are you taking profits now? Go research bull cycles and bear cycles and historically around stock markets and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. What are you doing? You keep asking me questions about when shall I take profits. We're not even near anywhere. We're nowhere near taking profits. I'm nowhere. Whoever keeps asking me this question, with all due respect, you're going to keep getting the same answer. I'm going to keep answering you with dumb answers back because I'm not looking to take profits anytime soon. Anytime soon. You got to remember that if you want to make big gains, long-term gains require long-term wait, patience. Once you got your entry, just chill. Go play football. Go play whatever you play, rugby, tennis, baseball, whatever it is that you guys play. Go play it. Go outside. Go to the gym. Chill. If you want to keep watching the charts, watch the charts, but don't ruin your entries. Don't FOMO or exit out because you're going to make life-changing gains by just hodling. Hodling makes a massive difference. And look at the levels that you got to play with until we can exit. This is where it's going. Look, historically, all the way up. Bear market, all the way up. Bear market, all the way up. We've not even cleared the all-time high. We've not cleared the all-time high. And that's where we're at. We're going to be going nuclear. And I want you guys to enjoy the ride. And then I think the other one that I was just going to have a look at was the Bitcoin dominance. So as you can see, we're starting to get that little rollover. We're starting to get that little rollover where it kind of does like an inverse cup and handle type of formation, right? And it'll just like roll over. Obviously, maybe not like that, but like this. Something like that, basically. But it'll come down very fast. What I'm expecting is it to come down like that. As you can see here, it came down very fast. Here, came down. Remember, alt season is, let's just say, let's say December, the 1st of December till May, right? So that's basically five to 6 months of just pure chaos, of it just continually coming down. And you got to remember, when it came to here, people thought we were done. People thought we were done, but actually we went sideways for a bit, and then we retested here, and we came back down for the November all-time high, which was there. And then, yeah, we went up another leg technically. So even though we are looking to exit on the first leg, remember there can be a second leg, but first we need to take some kind of profits. And that's where we're looking at. We're looking at this arrow to come heavily down here. That's what we want, because it finishes there, December 2025, if you want to think about it like that. So we've got all this time. All you need to do is hodl, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay, guys, that's it for this one. I will do some other analysis. I really want to get into Redo and Flowkey and Wojak and Ponky and Brett and all the other good stuff. Casper is already hitting all-time highs, I believe. Yeah, Casper's already gone. I kept saying it for a while to you guys. This is the most bullish chart in all of crypto. I will make a separate video on this, though. Catch you in the